cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a temper feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty, talking all aki. Think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Deep for the bank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my boy ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a do it, Mr. Knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Check mash, check mash.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
As he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Colts in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I'm quite sure that they envision a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now Jones. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seen the ball so well and understanding what receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Flipping left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Ahead, Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay from the right hash, and this one just a chip in. Garibay's kick is good, and the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Is that one off for a loss?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off play action, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Here's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early?
A touchdown! Gerald Everett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Texans 7, Colts 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. This one completes Alec Pierce. Shoves him away. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside
could get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he hauls it in for the Colts touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Colts are once again back in front. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 10-7. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Pass throw right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down, Houston.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Devin Duvernay, a 20-yard touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Colts 10.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offense, he's got a man, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
19 strikes, 19 strikes. 18 runners.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Garabay's kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Ayuk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Jones on 1st down. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Ayuk, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. After the sack on first down, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
He's got Ayuk once again. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll give it to Mixon, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The first down play, moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Another try for Mixon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Ayuk with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going up top for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jones now, off play action. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And this one complete to Doolin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
That's good for the Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Mixing up the middle. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. And the Texans first down.
Throwing Jones. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. Right back to Davis. It's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle. Wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground?
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 20.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They go play action with Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Harris picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
At the 11-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, Houston.
Back to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he goes goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room.